This woman promised to provide you $65,000 earlier, but now they are refusing it because she found a loophole in the contract. Imagine the shock and frustration you would feel. It's a scenario that could leave anyone feeling cheated and deceived. But what if I told you that this isn't just a hypothetical situation? It's a reality for countless individuals who find themselves entangled in legal battles over broken promises and breached contracts. Please like and subscribe to my channel Seraphic Tales for more interesting videos. Contracts are the backbone of our modern society. They govern everything from business transactions to personal agreements, providing a framework for trust and accountability. When parties enter into a contract, they do so with the expectation that all parties will uphold their end of the bargain. However, what happens when one party decides to renege on their promises? In the case of the $65,000 promise, let's delve deeper into the circumstances surrounding it. Perhaps this woman, let's call her Sarah, initially agreed to provide you with the money in exchange for a service or product. You fulfilled your obligations as outlined in the contract, expecting to receive the agreed-upon compensation. However, upon closer inspection, Sarah claims that there was a technicality in the contract that allowed her to back out of the agreement. This situation highlights the importance of carefully drafting and reviewing contracts to ensure that all terms are clearly defined and agreed upon by all parties involved. It also underscores the need for legal recourse in cases where promises are broken and contracts are breached. Seeking the guidance of a qualified attorney can help navigate the complexities of contract law and pursue justice for those who have been wronged. But what about instances where legal action isn't a viable option? What if the cost of pursuing a lawsuit outweighs the potential benefits of recovering the promised funds? This is where alternative dispute resolution methods such as mediation and arbitration can play a crucial role in resolving conflicts outside of the courtroom. Mediation involves a neutral third party who helps facilitate communication between the parties in conflict, guiding them toward a mutually acceptable resolution. Arbitration, on the other hand, entails a neutral arbitrator who listens to both sides of the dispute and renders a binding decision. These alternative methods offer a more efficient and cost-effective means of resolving disputes, allowing parties to avoid the time and expense associated with traditional litigation. Now, returning to Sarah and the $65,000 promise, imagine if mediation or arbitration had been utilized to resolve the dispute. Perhaps a skilled mediator could have helped Sarah and you negotiate a compromise that satisfied both parties' interests. Or maybe an arbitrator could have swiftly rendered a decision based on the merits of the case, providing a resolution without the need for lengthy court proceedings. In today's fast-paced world, where time is of the essence and resources are limited, alternative dispute resolution methods offer a pragmatic approach to resolving conflicts. By embracing these methods, parties can avoid the adversarial nature of litigation and work towards collaborative solutions that benefit everyone involved. But what about preventing these disputes from arising in the first place? How can parties ensure that promises are kept and contracts are honored from the outset? The key lies in proactive communication, transparency, and diligence. When entering into a contract, it's essential for all parties to clearly outline their expectations, responsibilities, and obligations. This includes specifying deadlines, deliverables, and payment terms to avoid any ambiguity or misunderstandings down the line. Additionally, conducting thorough due diligence and vetting potential partners or clients can help mitigate the risk of entering into agreements with unreliable or untrustworthy individuals. Furthermore, maintaining open lines of communication throughout the contract can help address any issues or concerns as they arise, preventing minor disputes from escalating into full-blown conflicts. By fostering a culture of transparency and collaboration, parties can build trust and goodwill, laying the foundation for successful business relationships built on mutual respect and integrity. In the case of Sarah and the $65,000 promise, perhaps clearer communication and a more detailed contract could have prevented the dispute from occurring in the first place. By proactively addressing any potential issues or contingencies up front, parties can minimize the risk of misunderstandings and disagreements later on. As we navigate the complexities of modern-day transactions and agreements, it's crucial to remember the importance of honoring our promises and upholding our contractual obligations. Whether it's a $65,000 promise or a simple handshake agreement, our word is our bond, and it's essential to uphold the trust and integrity upon which our society is built. So, the next time you find yourself tempted to break a promise or renege on a contract, remember the consequences and repercussions of your actions. Consider the impact it will have on the other party and the trust and goodwill that may be lost in the process. Instead, strive to fulfill your commitments with honesty, integrity, and accountability, knowing that your reputation and credibility are on the line. The realm of contracts and promises is vast and multifaceted, spanning across various industries and sectors. From business agreements to personal arrangements, the fabric of our society is woven with promises, both big and small. But what happens when those promises are broken and contracts are breached? The consequences can be far-reaching, impacting not only the immediate parties involved, but also reverberating throughout their networks and communities. Consider, for instance, the ripple effect of Sarah's refusal to honor the $65,000 promise. Beyond the direct financial implications for you, there may be broader ramifications for your reputation, credibility, and future business dealings. Word travels fast in today's interconnected world, and news of a breached contract or broken promise can spread like wildfire, tarnishing your professional image and eroding trust in your integrity. Moreover, the fallout from such disputes can extend beyond the individuals directly involved, affecting employees, suppliers, customers, and other stakeholders. In the case of a business contract, for example, a breach of agreement could disrupt supply chains, delay projects, and impact the bottom line, causing ripple effects throughout the entire ecosystem. In addition to the tangible costs of breached contracts, There are also intangible losses that are harder to quantify but equally significant. These may include damage to relationships, loss of goodwill, and erosion of trust, all of which can have long-lasting repercussions on personal and professional connections. However, amidst the challenges and complexities of contract disputes, there is also an opportunity for growth, learning, and resilience. How we respond to adversity and overcome obstacles can define our character and shape our future trajectory. Rather than viewing disputes as insurmountable obstacles, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth and transformation. One way to approach conflicts and disputes is with a mindset of curiosity, empathy, and collaboration. By seeking to understand the underlying interests and motivations of all parties involved, we can often uncover creative solutions that satisfy everyone's needs and objectives. This may involve exploring alternative terms, renegotiating agreements, or finding win-win compromises that preserve relationships and mutual respect. Furthermore, disputes can also serve as catalysts for positive change and innovation within organizations and communities. By shining a light on areas of weakness or vulnerability, they can inspire us to implement stronger processes, clearer communication channels, and more robust safeguards to prevent future conflicts from arising. Please like and subscribe to my channel Seraphic Tales for more interesting videos. In the case of Sarah and the $65,000 promise, perhaps the dispute could serve as a wake-up call for both parties to revisit their contract drafting and review processes, ensuring that future agreements are ironclad and foolproof. It could also prompt a broader conversation within their industry or community about best practices for contract management, dispute resolution, and ethical business conduct. Ultimately, the resolution of contract disputes requires a combination of legal expertise, negotiation skills, and emotional intelligence. It's about finding common ground, building bridges, and restoring trust in the face of adversity. While the path to resolution may be challenging and fraught with obstacles, it's also an opportunity for growth, healing, and reconciliation.